The Weekly Warp Pipe.
Hey, what's up, my Warp Pipers? Welcome back to another episode. We're diving in this week and checking out video games that people love, but we just couldn't get into. A bunch of controversial titles are going to pop up on this list, so don't come at us in the comments. Or do. We enjoy the engagement. Dave's back with Name That Quote, trying to stump me and Keith. And Keith helps premiere a new segment, Pop Quiz Hot Shot. He's testing me and David's knowledge at Legend of Zelda. It's going to be a good episode, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Let's enjoy some nostalgia and jump in the Warp Pipe. Hey, what's up?
Come on, guys.
Up? Look, I got sleeves on my shirt.
Oh, finally. Winter is coming.
It did get a little chilly here today, and I wanted to
nice
rock my new shirt I got from Woodman's Classic here with the Nintendo Power print all over it. It's got it like all the way down. It's a nice shirt there, and I was like, you know what? I'll rock it. Why not?
You got the matching hat too.
Yeah, I was recording some Nintendo Power videos today. So I wore this during it. I was like, oh, maybe
Nice.
I'll always wear this when I do it, because I was wearing the counselor jacket that Bull Airs did, like the blue with the stripes on it, and it has Mario on the back, and it says Nintendo Shoe Tester or something over here. So I was wearing that through all the videos, but maybe I'll switch it up and wear this. So we'll see.
Very on brand.
Yeah.
Right.
Doing my best to make as much content as I can with the Nintendo Power things. Again, they take the last one I just did was like an hour, 15 minutes just to record it.
Wow.
But I said I did find a way to streamline it a little bit better, where I'm using OBS to record it, and I set up with the Stream Deck I have here. I can switch the cameras on the fly, so I'm like editing live essentially, and then I just export the video, so there's no editing. I have my intro, like everything set up on the Stream Deck, and then it's just export, and all I got to do is make a thumbnail. I used to have on the older videos this kind of like lo-fi video game music playing in the background, which I could still add. So I don't know if people prefer to have the music or if it's just straight talking is better, because I'm just going through the Nintendo Power issue. So I'm like, I don't know what people prefer, but I got 2 episodes up like that. And I did switch. I'm using my Canon camera as like the main camera here if it's on me, and I hooked up the DJI Osmo as the face down camera, because that shoots in 4K and I can zoom a little bit. So I think the picture will be clearer on the Nintendo Power, which was my main goal essentially.
Right.
So we'll see. The episode should be up now on the Rustly channel when you guys hear this podcast, if you wanted to check it out. I checked out a later issue of Nintendo Power. It was from August, the 96 volume, I think 87. It had, there was Tetris Attack on the cover with Yoshi on there, and it was talking about the N64 was coming out the following month. So it was all hype about the N64 and Mario 64. And the layout changed a lot, because I've been covering a lot of early issues. So it was interesting to see the new layout and design wise through that issue.
Did you go into it blind when you were reading it? Like you didn't know that there were differences?
Yeah, and this was one of the Nintendo Powers that I picked up on the trip. I don't know if I got it at Southeast Game Exchange or at one of the stores on the way down, but this was one of the newer issues. So I was like, okay, like some stuff I was like, I don't like how this is set up, but some stuff was kind of neat.
Cool.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And also congratulations on now we're currently at the recording of this podcast. What, 700?
You can see my sign back there. 711 subscribers on the Rustly channel. We'll throw a plug right up on here if you guys haven't subscribed. Even when I took this screenshot, I was at 695 subscribers.
Wow. So that's very new.
Yeah. So we're on our road. I just was celebrating 500 subscribers. I was telling Dave, like, I made a post because I hit 500 subscribers. So that opened up to myself to get channel memberships. And once I get to 1,000, then you can monetize and all that. And I feel like I'll probably hit it by the end of the month. I'm hoping, if it stays with the trajectory it is. One of the videos just popped off that was Super Nintendo games that came out after the N64 released. So it's getting a lot of traction, but I've released 2 videos since then. So hopefully maybe some of those subscribers check out the other stuff as well.
And this is also really good for anybody that is trying to get or looking to get into YouTube, is that Russ posted an older video on the new channel and it popped off.
Right. Like this
Right?
video was on my Russ Lyman channel last year. Most of these list type videos
Mm-hmm.
were all old videos on Russ Lyman channel, and I was just bringing them over here to Russly, and it's just maybe the algorithm is putting it in front of the correct audience or whatever.
Right.
So now I have to film new videos essentially for Russly, like the list type videos. So my next video is going to be the top 25 NES games that push the limits or like have best graphics, something like that. I haven't named it yet. So I started capturing gameplay footage of that. 20
Mm-hmm.
games takes forever, even if you're playing 3 to 4 minutes of each game. I'm like, that's take forever to capture the
Right.
footage.
Yeah.
Hopefully I could get that video out soon. And I would love to. I was watching some of Keith's stuff. Man, I love the thumbnails you have of the like Super Nintendo Essentials or like this and that. I was like, those pop so great. Like I love
Yeah,
it.
they do pop pretty good. Yeah.
And I was
So,
like, I want
It's like
to do that.
just a little bit of that was, and I can't even take credit for that because I literally was trying to make a thumbnail for those videos.
Yeah.
And I was just scrolling through YouTube and bumped across someone else that had similar thumbnail to that. And I was like, well, that's how you do one of those thumbnails right there. So I just kind of threw my own spin on someone else's thumbnail, took inspiration from them and come up with that. So
I mean,
I
that's
can't
the
even take
way to
credit for
do it.
that.
I
So
mean,
hold on a second. Now,
okay.
bouncing off of that, I was telling you guys how I posted the game tour that Rick did for me on my channel, and after 2 days, it wasn't doing like the numbers that I would hoped it was. So I changed the thumbnail, and I did like 2 additional ones where you could do the testing,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it just popped off. But with changing out those thumbnails, the one of the main things that I did was change the color of my text in the thumbnail,
Hmm.
because I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw, wow, a lot of people use yellow text.
Hmm.
So I changed it to yellow, and I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Maybe it's you could read it better, but
All it could take, right?
I'm just so I guess what we're getting at right now is, guys, like, research what you're doing, because changing out a thumbnail, changing a title, whatever, like, it works.
Yep.
Making a new YouTube channel.
Hey,
Right?
sometimes you
Just
got to go drastic.
adding another YouTube channel to the army of YouTube channels one already has.
Yeah.
I did post a new video on my music channel, 8-Bit Bliss. So
Wait,
that
there's
has a new
another
video.
one? I gotta
There's
subscribe
another
to you?
This is an older
8-Bit
one.
Bliss. Yeah. And I just do video game music with like a cool splash screen. Um, so I have that one. I don't update it as much. It was like a year since I updated a
He
video, but
There was a time where he had this channel streaming 24 hours a
I
day
did, yeah,
of
because I set it
music.
up through OBS and you can just loop. I would have a folder that you can pull music from, and I mean, I'll pull it up so you guys can see, and you could just loop it, so it would just continuously play. And I would go to work, and I would just be like, okay, let's just have this going
So it
as
was like
much
a
as I can.
separate laptop where he would just have it playing the music, because all it is an audio video, like an audio video,
Yeah.
like it has just music, like Nintendo music or whatever. And yeah, there it is.
So here's the channel, 8-Bit Bliss. And I did a bunch of these videos where it's this like Animal Crossing on a black screen with rain sounds, 10 hours long. It's got 46,000 views.
It's insane.
What
Creepers.
stinks,
Insane.
I only have 290 subscribers on this channel, so I am not monetized, or else that would be very good. But I'm like, I still need 1,000 subscribers. But the live streams here, like, here's a 12-hour live stream. It's just
With
NES music. I mean, I'll mute it here, but it's just a CRT TV that's just playing like a little bit of a screen here that you can leave on, and then it's just literally playing music. So that was like a live stream, and it would change the tracks and everything. But I have like edited videos essentially. The last one I just did was Adventure Island, Super Adventure Island on Super Nintendo, because I streamed it. So it's an hour long of upbeat summer music. I did a Sega mixed here. And I went like with these, I literally went to the beach with my Sega Genesis and I shot this footage of like, I don't know, I figured it'd be calming. Like you see the ocean waves, and I just looped this. And then I have the the box art here. So you're listening to Shinobi, and it's a 3-hour video. So I don't know.
Score.
Yeah.
95.
So there's a bunch of videos on here if you guys want to check it out. 8-Bit Bliss. I thought it was kind of unique. We got some links here for the weekly Warp Pipe and all that, but that's one of my many channels on YouTube.
Look at that. Rustley isn't even subscribed to it.
Oh, that's true. All right, I give myself a subscription here. One more closer to 1,000 subscribers.
There you go.
Nice.
Sweet. What have you been up to, Keith?
Well, I sent you guys a picture. So you guys kind of know what I've been up to, but
you're going to talk about it here?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. There will be a video on my channel coming as soon as I get that video edited, but I had the opportunity, a friend of mine, Ryan, you guys met Ryan at Siege. He owns a video game store here in Edmonton, and he ended up, a guy reached out to him, had a change of career, needed to move to basically the other side of the world almost, and didn't have the space to take his collection with him. So Ryan, being a store owner, needed inventory, so he ended up going and purchasing this guy's almost entire collection, which included a full, they kept saying almost full, but to me it's a full NES collection. He didn't have Steam events because, oh my God, but a full NES collection. So I got to be there. I got to talk to the gentleman as he was separating with these games that he spent 10 years collecting. So I got to kind of pick his brain and learn about that. And then at a Five Guys, having lunch with my friend Ryan, I bought a few Nintendo games. I got Die Hard. This is a harder one to find, right?
That is a harder one, yes.
And it's a hard game.
Yeah, cross that off my list.
You died pretty hard in that game.
It's super hard to find in Diane. I also got this guy here, which Ryan said he's only seen in his store a few handful of times. So this is Indiana Jones Last Crusade. This is the Ubi version. There's two different versions of the same game.
Isn't there a Tenjin one?
There is. There's a Tenjin one. It's a totally different game.
Oh.
So there's two Indiana Jones Last Crusades on the NES in the collection. So I ended up picking up this one. This is a harder one to find. Here, anyways, locally, it's very hard to find. So really excited to add that one. And then the picture I sent you guys.
Yes.
Is of the other one that I purchased from him, which does, I believe this does actually require a drum roll, which is Little Samson. I have Little Samson in my collection.
Wow. Congratulations.
Basically the crown jewel, other than same events or the world champion cartridges for the normal human being.
And I think, and it fits like that. It's a really great game. Like it's not one. It's like, oh, I spent all this money and the game sucks. Like it's like phenomenal.
I'm just glad you didn't get any. I'm glad you didn't get any ketchup on it at Five Guys or any grease from the fries.
Right. Well, we had a full SUV. It was like a $70,000 collection that he bought.
Sitting in an SUV.
Sitting in an SUV outside of a Five Guys with fries.
Wow. Well, that's funny you should say that, because you know what? We went to Five Guys when Russ picked up the Play Choice 10.
Yeah, that was like the celebration after.
There you go. Their
So
fries are so good,
that might be a thing.
right? So that's
Peanut
what
oil all
that's
over the place.
last week, that was my adventure.
Wow, good
So
for you.
that was it was a different feeling to take that one off the list.
Can
So
you tell
I
us
have
what the number is?
how many games I have left in my NES
Yeah.
collection?
Or is that a
I need to find
surprise for the
no,
videos?
it's if you're watching this, just go watch the other video when it comes out. It'll come out in 2 weeks.
Great.
80 games left in the NES
Okay.
collection before I have other than Steam events and that one of those world champion, I don't have that kind of cash. This was a stretch. So excited to add those ones, get another 80 games and I'm there. And then I can start on the Super
Mhm.
Nintendo.
Oh
Which
my god.
Gotta catch up to Pixel Game Squad.
ugh, I never catch up to those guys. I
No,
don't have the influx like they do.
That is true. That is true.
no. We gotta live on
What
the
about
West
you?
Coast for that.
Right? What about you, David?
I
What do
will
you
Yeah.
say, I was gonna
Go
say
ahead,
with
Russ.
like complete collections. So the only one I have is the Virtual Boy for US release. But I was telling you, I was looking through the Nintendo Power magazine on the channel, and they were talking about these Virtual Boy games coming out, and I was like, these never came out. Like I've never heard
Really?
of these games. So I was very curious. I'm like, was it Japanese release only? I have a Virtual Boy book that shows every game release, so I'm gonna
Mhm.
reference to that. But I was like, oh, I have a full set as far as I know, and I've never heard of these games. One was like a racing game that almost looked like a Star Fox, and it was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's going to be a competitor to this and this, and I was like, that's not coming out.
Wow.
So
Is
Mm,
they're out
sales
hanging
just
out with Kung Fu too.
right, wish we got that Kung
We
Fu
never got
2.
that game, yeah.
too. David,
You got anything going
So,
on, Dave?
what am I
what do you
going
got
on?
going
What
on?
do I got? I got quite a bit going on. davidsme.com is now launched.
Okay.
So, I got my online store going with vintage toys, and there's also NES games and, video game related things on there. So, if anyone wants to buy something from me, the website is up. It's davidsme.com. There it is. Russ is pulling it up. It's got my YouTube videos. It's got my next appearance of where I'm going to be. It's got some cool stuff on there. And then if you go to the store, you can buy a bunch of stuff. You got sticker packs, you got Madball knockoffs, you got that nice GameCube mat. There's some toys, yeah, lots of stuff on there. So
What has he
doing
got for
that,
Nintendo games, Russ?
go
What
ahead.
do you
You
got
need
here? What do you
anything?
got
You
here?
got Ghoul
Got it,
School.
Cool school.
got it, 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 got it. I think we went through this already, right, David?
There's
That
going to be
was it.
more NES games soon because I have just decided that I am going to sell a bulk of my collection as well.
Oh my.
So that's going on. I reached 1,000 subscribers.
There we go.
So that's
Drum
pretty
roll.
big. Yep. So I still need, I think, 500 hours to get to the first tier. I'm not quite there where Russ is, but if I can get like 500 more watch hours, I will unlock the channel memberships.
You know what
And
you
then if
got
we
to
get,
do?
I got a live stream
24 hours.
24.
36 hours.
That's
36
it. That's
hours.
it.
Just
And
toothpick,
so
keep your eyes open.
to try to increase that, I am going to start adding a Thursday video. So I'm gonna start doing a Thursday video. What do you got? Ghost? Ghost. There it is. That's all I drink. You
Right
do
to the vein.
so I am thinking about I'm gonna start doing Thursday videos. They're gonna be like smaller videos just to kind of keep the views going consistently through the week.
Mhm.
Because I typically see a drop off on like Tuesday or Wednesday. So I figure like a Thursday might boost it. Um, so there will be a video Sunday and Thursday of this coming week. And what else did I do to I went Halloween shopping. Spirit Halloween is officially open. So I took Kylie for our first visit to Spirit Halloween. And Monday I become an official adult when my shed comes.
There we
Ooh.
go.
So
And
the rock is laid, the yard is leveled. Now I'm just waiting for the shed to put all my toy bins in so I can start organizing and we can get more stuff on the store
Okay.
and
Now I feel
also at
like
Retro World. Yes.
you said that you're becoming a real adult, right? 'Cause you're putting a shed in to put toys in.
Where is this coming? I know where this is going.
And you also were just Halloween shopping in what is it today? Is it August still?
Yeah,
August.
August.
I don't know if just adding a shed is gonna you might
Wait,
need
look,
to
look,
put
I
a
already bought
second level,
I
a
already bought
two-story shed.
these things from Target. I got
I
these
feel
little
like you need a
things from Tar
two-story shed to be,
A loft
to
shed.
deflect the other direction far enough.
Well, the shed does have a loft.
I mean, I just bought little samples for way too much money, so I really shouldn't be talking.
I mean, the fact that I bought a shed for toys.
I kinda wish I had a shed for toys.
Fair enough. Fair
It'd be
enough.
helpful at this point.
So davidsme.com, it's gonna get more updated stuff, and then we're getting ready for Retro World, so there's gonna be stuff being sold there as well. So come out and see us.
Excellent. Nice.
You
I
ready to
dig it.
get into it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, we didn't
So
talk
we're
about
gonna
what we were talking about. What are we talking about today?
well, we're
No, I do
we're
that during my intro, right? That's prior.
we're gonna jump
But you didn't tell us
over
what we're talking to.
we're gonna see what we're renting, though.
Well, yeah,
We're past that. Move on.
All
So
right,
we're
moving on.
gonna jump into our Warp Pipe rental. Each week we pick a game or a movie, and we rent it for the week and check it out, see what we think about it. Go ahead, Russ, hit it.
Let's head to the video store, grab a game for the weekend. We have the box art and description to guide us when we're choosing what game to rent. So grab your rental card because this is the Warp Pipe Rental.
What game you rent for the weekend?
Nice. So this week we hit the rental store for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original on NES. Dave chose this one because it correlated with the 35th anniversary. They were re-showing the movie in theaters, the original movie. So turtle hype all throughout the week. Did you guys rent this one? How far did you get? So many frustrations in this game for sure. And we'll talk about the box art right here. Dave could give us a little insight on that. This is pulled from straight from the comics because they all have their red bandanas on, so it makes it pretty unique. You're watching Ninja Turtles, the cartoon growing up, and you're like, wait a minute, they all have red bandanas. What is that?
So the reason that they have red bandanas is that's how. Well, first off, the original comic was only in black and white. So when they made the cover, they made them all with the same colors. The reason that they are different colors in the cartoon was so kids can differentiate the different turtles from one another. They thought that it would be easier for one to know, like, oh, the orange one is Michelangelo, the purple one is
Right.
Donatello, and so on. And then it also spanned like toy lines, right? So like you were able to buy a basically the same turtle with a different color band, even though they did change the color of the turtle themselves too. But
Yeah.
essentially, they're the same molds, right? So like,
They changed their
what,
hands, right? And some
I'm
of their
sorry.
yeah. They changed the hand positions on some of
Well, the
them.
mouth is different on all of them,
The mouth, yeah.
but I think the bodies and all
And
are
you get
pretty
different
similar.
weapons.
Yeah, and then you get different weapons. But that's why they changed the color for the cartoon. But
Mhm.
now the cover, if you want to show that box art again, that box art is actually, I believe, it is issue number 4 of the comic, but I want to say it's the 4th printing, and it's actually by the artist Michael Dooney, which actually I did bring. Michael Dooney does signings, and I actually do have a copy of the Ninja Turtles NES game signed because I wanted to get it from the actual artist that did
Right.
the work.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, so I got him to sign one. I also got Kevin Eastman to sign one because he's the original guy who created the turtles. But yeah, so that is taken strictly from a comic book.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep. Did you guys rent this? You own it? What happened?
Oh, he's a big sigh.
All right, Keith, let us have it.
Like, I feel like if we're renting something this week based on the fact that the Turtles movie is back in theaters. It would have been a better option if we would have just rented Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the movie, and watched it. That's where I'm at with this game.
What's wrong with Turtles 3?
I don't know what's better than this.
The movie you're saying is better than the
Yeah,
game?
Movie. The
Ah.
movie. Yes, is better than this game. Oh my goodness.
That's a bold
What?
statement.
What is up with the enemies?
Yeah, they're kind of just
Yeah.
pulled out of wherever. It's like you got
Like-
your staples though. Bebop's in there, Rocksteady's in there, and
Right.
Shredder.
Chainsaw guys in there.
The chainsaw. Yeah,
Yep.
it's like none of these guys were in the
Leg
cartoon.
guys are in there kicking
Leg-
across the screen. Like, just what on earth?
Are there? Well, there's also Mousers. Mousers are those little things. I think that they don't look like. I mean,
Is that
they
what they're
look
yeah.
like
supposed
they look like bugs, but I think they're
to be?
Mousers.
Everything looks like bugs.
They do.
I
do look
I
like-
best the best explanation is they're all the rejects from Dimension X, right?
the Misfits.
The Misfits.
Like the whole game is the reject from Dimension X.
How far did you end up getting, Keith?
This time, I tried really hard. I even tried to like heal my turtles,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I got to the point where you have to make that like pixel perfect jump
right,
before you're even at the dam level.
right,
There's
right.
that pixel perfect jump, or you're back down, and then you got to go all the way down and back up, and then you miss it again.
So it
And then
sounds
you
like
gotta go-
Keith doesn't know the trick to that. Russ, do you know the trick to that?
Well, I did watch You Can Beat Video Games walkthrough of it to get. He said you got to jam on the button while you're going across. You hit the button really hard, and you have to bounce off the ceiling to then.
That's not what I heard.
You're thinking about a different jump.
Which jump am I thinking of?
You're thinking about the one you just walk over.
Yes.
That's I think later in one of
Different
the
jump.
stages. This one
This
is
one
like
needs the Konami code or something to get across it. Like, crying out loud.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause there is
I
a
get
jump
to the jam
like
and I'm dead.
Yeah. Well, the kelp killed you.
The electric seaweed or the
Yeah.
timer. Electric seaweed,
Oh, the timer,
electric
yeah.
lightning bolts, or the timer get you in the down.
At least you don't have like that Sonic the Hedgehog music like you're gonna drown.
this jump.
Oh,
I'm
that
explaining.
jump, yes.
See, you have to bounce your head off of the.
Yeah, look, Russ is actually showing footage of himself doing it.
Yeah.
So I missed it a few times. Like I was complaining. I did use save state, so I just live streamed this game. So I was.
Wait,
I was
did
like,
you use a save state right before the jump?
yes, because I
Oh
I
my
keep
God.
failing. I'm like, no way. See,
Like,
it's
Oh,
so
okay.
difficult. So I was like, I'm
So-
getting through this.
So
But
that
you
is
have
a
to-
different jump than I was talking about.
Right, there is one where you just walk across it, but
Yeah.
I forget where that is. But that's the tough one essentially.
Wow.
like I've made it through the dam level once, like legit,
Okay.
on the original
Legit.
cartridge. Made it through it
Mm-hmm.
one time in my life, which sucks because
Man.
after that you get the turtle van, and that's what every
Yeah.
turtle drive. Like
Right.
the very next
right,
level starts being awesome again.
Mhm.
Mm.
But what'd you guys think of this one?
Well, I remember renting this as a kid and being disappointed for the sole fact that it was not the arcade game.
Yeah.
Because the arcade game came out before this, and that's what everybody was thinking this game was going to be. And so when it came out, there was sheer disappointment, the fact that it was not the arcade game, and then they have to make Turtles 2 the arcade,
The arcade game. Yeah.
So they kind of like, I think they took everyone's, complaints, which I don't know how they heard about complaints without the internet. Like how did Nintendo hear
Strongly
about
worded
everyone
letters.
complaining?
Write letters into
Sure, because I wrote a
Nintendo
letter
Power.
to Nintendo saying.
Nintendo Power.
So anyway, I remember being disappointed with that. Was I disappointed in the gameplay when I was a kid? No, and I'll tell you because it was a Ninja Turtle game. I was just happy there was a Ninja Turtle game that I could play in my bedroom. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like I could play as Leonardo. I mean, Donatello, he's my guy, was the best character in the game.
Yeah.
So I was ecstatic over that. But yeah, I wasn't too disappointed. The dam level was super hard, absolutely. Um, but I feel like it didn't disappoint me in a way of like this game sucks. It was more of like I was just happy to have a Ninja Turtle game.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I kind of just dealt with it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there
Okay.
was, you know, I don't know. It was hard. It was hard though. It was hard.
I just wish it was so much better. It's like the Mario movie back then, right?
Okay.
As kids, you go into it and you're hyped. This,
Yeah.
as a kid, you got it, like you said, I gotta play Ninja Turtles. And then all of a sudden I'm like, what am I even fighting? I think that's a foot soldier.
Right.
Like, what are these bugs? Why am I getting attacked by giant bugs in the sewer? Like, this
Right.
doesn't make a ton of sense. It's the same as the Mario movie, right? Like, going into it, we were all excited.
But the thing
Mhm.
about this game though is it still did, kind of follow the story of the turtles, right? Like it
Yeah.
still had them going in the sewers, fighting Bebop, fighting Rocksteady,
Mhm.
going for the Technodrome,
Mhm.
going after Shredder. So like for argument's sake, it did follow an actual story as opposed to, like if you're comparing
Yeah.
it to a Super Mario movie, which was just off the rails, I could deal with enemies that weren't especially I mean, you got to remember too like as kids too, we based everything off of the cartoon, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of the comic, yeah.
Right. So we got elements of the comic in there with like you want to talk about like the comics were extremely violent,
Yeah, they
you
were.
know. They were I mean, when you talk about the cartoon is nothing in comparison to the comic. So,
No.
you know, um I don't know if kids our age would have been allowed to read the comic books of how violent they were. So, when you talk about the comics now with like The Last Ronin coming out, and that's just like off the wall violent, which I heard they probably be making a movie about it, which is going to be really interesting. Um, all I have to say is that at least it followed and gave a different kind of story for the turtles.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, I don't mind it.
Mhm.
Is it hard? 100%. Was it what we wanted? It was not 0% of what we wanted. But at least we got a Ninja Turtle game
Right, right.
on the NES, and I think being a huge Ninja Turtle fan and having all the toys made me happy that that existed.
Yeah. Yeah,
Rock
and
those
I
YouTube
ended
games.
up I played it. I said I just literally live streamed it, and I use save states. All right, it's a freaking hard game,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
I saved as much as I could, and I used the advantage of if you leave a level and there's like a pizza, you can go back into the level, get the pizza again, leave the level, go back in and get the pizza. So some of the turtles, I grind a little bit to get some health, and I was very ecstatic to finally get to the Technodrome. I've never made it to the Technodrome before. So we were battling the Technodrome. I was like, let me get some save states in. And we did end up beating the Technodrome right before the live stream here. And I think I'm going to do a live stream after this to just fight Shredder because I've never seen the end of the game or beat it. And I was like, we were so close. I had it. I was like, I got to get off because we got to record the podcast. Let's see
Right.
here. I'm getting a save right there. So I was like, it's cool. I mean, the Technodrome is awesome, especially with the save states. It helps you kind of figure out how do I hurt this enemy? What is the
Yeah.
patterns? You wouldn't get that back in the day because you would just die so fast, and then you'd have to spend so much time getting back here. It's hard to prepare yourself for, okay, I can't hit this lightning in the front. I need to hit
Mhm.
the eye so I can hit him. Do I have enough special they said get the scrolls are a very powerful weapon that can
Mhm.
Yep.
help out. So I was like, I had a few of those with Michelangelo, but I was super excited to beat it. And I was like, I didn't know too either. So I ended up, I had like no health whatsoever after the Technodrome. So all my turtles died, and I was like, oh, I forgot. There is a continue, and it gives you full health. I don't know how many continues you get. It must be limited, maybe 1 or 2.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I'm able to start the last stage with full health and 4 turtles. So I should be
Nice.
able to beat the game tonight. I think I just, you appreciate it a little bit more now being older, and you're like, it's neat that it's different than they could have done 3 beat 'em up games, sure, but it's like, okay, well, we got kind of a cool adventure game instead. And I did say I wish we had the Turtle Van video level. Why couldn't we do a blimp one? You get it in the blimp.
Yeah.
It could have been a nice shooter style level.
Yeah.
That would have been cool
Yeah.
as an added
Mm.
level. So
I mean, when you talk about being an adventure game too, um you got side scrolling, you got platforming, you even have top down.
yeah, when you do the map screen,
You
and
know what
the
I mean?
walking
Like,
around.
and you could shoot things with the car, so there's still some element of gameplay even though you're just driving around. So don't you have to like break through barriers and walls and stuff to like even get
Yeah,
through the map?
you got to get the missiles
So in
to do
reality,
that.
like there's a lot of really cool things and elements that maybe we just didn't appreciate as kids
Well,
because we were disappointed that it was not
it's not
the
we
arcade
couldn't
game.
you couldn't get to it. Like I
Right.
said, like how
Unless
many
maybe you
of
had
us
Game Genie.
kids
I mean,
made it
Game
to
Genie,
the
guys.
like the cool stuff
Yeah,
really happens after you're
Later,
done
yeah.
swimming. Once you take your swim trunks off
Yeah.
and
yeah,
you're on that level with the turtle van, then it starts to become a really, like you said, a really cool game with a lot of intricacies to it. But it's so
yeah.
hard to get there.
Would you say I got to this boss here? I always said, is this supposed to be Slash, you think? It's a different color turtle. And I was like, but he has a sword, right? I don't know. Is that Slash? Because
I
he's kind
love
of
how
purpley.
I think so.
Splinter is hanging from the rafters. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's got him up
Like
there.
you
And
got to
I don't,
save Splinter. Like I'm telling you, man. Like there are elements in this game that are
Mhm.
just everything that a kid did want to see,
Yep.
but it was just. You know what would have been really nice too about this game if there was a way to you can have co-op.
exactly. Yeah, a lot of people brought that up when I was live streaming. They're like, I wish
Yeah,
this was 2-player. And I was like,
right.
well,
But
I,
you know what we did play today? Shredder's Revenge, which is I was thinking about this before the podcast. If you really want to get down to it, there's been a ton of Ninja Turtle games out there, right?
Mhm.
I think Shredder's Revenge might be my favorite out of
okay.
like all of the games that are out there for
Yeah,
Ninja
it's done
Turtles.
pretty well.
Yeah. So what
All
did you
right,
guys
let's give it a
go ahead.
quick rating, and then we have a
Yeah.
few comments as well. I'd give it a 4. I'd say it's hard as heck. If I'm playing with save
Mhm.
states, a little bit more enjoyable. I give it
Yeah.
more credit than people say. So 4 for me.
And same for me. I give it a 4 as well because as hard as it is, I mean, we may have, been disappointed as kids, but it's a good game. I can't, good music too. Music is pretty good. So I
What
give
do
it
you
a
got,
4.
Keith?
Keith's.
Give it a 2.5.
Okay, the little extra half points.
It's it's cool for what it is. I just wish maybe they would have not made it any as hard.
Yeah.
Makes
That's
sense.
about it. Again, once you get past there, it changes the dynamic, but getting there is the hard part.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's see what you guys had to say.
What did you say? What did you say?
Springfield, let's hear from you.
All right, over on Instagram, another old nerd says, despite its difficulty, it was one of the few NES games I had as a kid and absolutely loved it. I never got past that infamous water level. I had fun trying
Right.
until I got frustrating. Then it was time to put on a new game. And the Retro Hunters, Rob says, that damn, that is all. And then we got some on our YouTube community page as well. It says here, let's see. We got Isadini says, I remember getting this game in 1989. I went to my uncle's house and he got me and my cousin a copy which was very out of the ordinary. I never got random NES games like that. I actually remember at 7 years old becoming extremely frustrated with how hard it was. Finally made it to the dam, and I can never beat it until a friend at school told me to swap turtles. Kids
Mhm.
don't know the struggle. Tony chimes in. I remember having this game growing up, and I will admit I never got past that damn stage. So for years, I only played the first stage over and over again. And Colby says, as much as a Turtles junkie I was as a kid, this game was extremely frustrating and hard for me. I remember my brother and I getting in a few scuffles over botching levels and losing all the Turtles' lives too soon. I was so happy when TMNT 2, the arcade game, came out. It was everything I was hoping the original game would be. Shredder's Revenge also runs very similar to TMNT 2 and was something I enjoyed. Turtles in Time? Wait, going down a rabbit hole here.
Yeah.
One was good, but could be very tough. Hope you stream this one live, Russ, which I did, and hopefully I'll end up beating it later tonight. So,
You know, one thing that I will add too is I was telling you how like we were disappointed as kids where we didn't get the arcade game, right? I remember specifically playing Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, and being disappointed in the arcade game because the graphics were
mm,
nowhere near
yeah.
what the arcade game was.
Right.
So I would say I was more disappointed with that than the original Turtles game
Right. Until Turtles in Time came out on Super Nintendo,
on
and you're
Super
like,
Nintendo.
all right,
Right.
this looks pretty good. And then you got Turtles
Right.
Hyperstone Heist. You're like, yeah, it's right there with the arcade style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. What are we getting into next week, rental wise?
Next week we're gonna go Super Nintendo and we're gonna talk about Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Spooky. Another hard one.
Well, I have gone to the Halloween store, so I needed something to get us in the mood for Halloween.
You got to beat
Dude,
this one
it gets
twice.
earlier and earlier every year.
Halloween.
Yeah,
I will
Halloween.
be streaming. I was going to put up a list. I'm going to try to get September and October. I want to do all spooky games just because 4 weeks in October, I don't think is enough time to stream as many
No,
spooky games there is out there. So I was like, all right, we'll do September, October. So
so
I'll
many good
probably end
ones
up
too.
streaming this one as well. So Super Ghouls and Ghosts, if you want to join us next week, I'm pretty sure this is on Switch on
Is.
online. So if
It
you have
is.
that, you can do that or get yourself an actual copy, or I guess just emulate it. Doesn't matter to me. That wraps it up for Warp Pipe Rental.
Okay, guys, it's time. I
Is
think
it?
you guys might. I think you guys might like this week.
All right, I
Let's
hope
get
so.
into it.
Hey, I bet you can't name that quote.
Okay, so this week, guys, I'll give you the theme. The theme is 90s comedy movies.
Okay.
So put your thinking caps on. We all got caps on. As speaking of caps, I've been reading some of Russ's comments in his videos,
Okay.
and there was one comment that stood out, and it said, "What's up with all those YouTubers with hats and beards?"
They're like, yeah, I'm like, I don't know how to even respond to that. I saw that.
I'm like, we wear
okay,
hats and beards. Like,
that's
you know
an
what it is?
outfit.
What's up with all these YouTubers wearing shirts?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, why do all these YouTubers have eyes? Crying out loud,
in microphones.
right? Oh, all these YouTubers with the videos.
All right, so you guys ready for number one?
All right.
Number
No.
one is a short
No.
one. It's a very short one. It is from 1995. Here we go. Hell hath no fear like a woman scorned for Sega.
Oh, it sounds familiar.
Let me try to say it again in the way that it would be in the quote. Hell hath no fear like a woman scorned for Sega.
Ooh, I know it.
The way I said it, is that how you got it?
Slightly, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, we have the audio. Maybe it'll jog your memory.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned for Sega.
Fury. I'm sorry.
Fury. One more time.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned for Sega.
One of my favorite movies.
What is it, Russ?
Mallrats.
That's what I was gonna guess.
Yeah.
He's sitting in bed. He's playing. Brody.
Brody, played by.
What the heck is his? It escapes my name. What is it?
Nick Nolte?
No, I can't think of the actor's name.
Jason Lee.
That's right.
Who is
Jason
actually a professional skateboarder and professional photographer.
Fun fact, real quick. We'll hop in here. He was the scene that it's from. He's on bed, and he's
no,
it's not that one.
It's not that scene.
Oh, okay.
He's not telling Shannon Doherty that. He's telling TS that.
I'm trying to think when this happens. I knew
it was a little later. It was a little later.
You don't get the bonus quote then.
He says, TS says to him, it was at his apartment, and it was. Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying it was to Shannon Doherty or no?
When he woke up and he was in bed and he starts playing again.
So it's when TS makes it to the house and TS says, "Oh my God, Renee dumped you," and he says, "Hell hath no fury for like a woman scorned for Sega." He's like,
I'll have to watch that movie again.
Yeah. It was at the beginning. All right, good enough.
Good one.
Number 2. Let me get this one here. This one was inspired by Mr. Tom Ryan. He sent me a text this week and was like, "We got to get this movie in there. It's very quotable." So here it is. Did you ever see that Twilight Zone where the guy signed a contract and they cut out his tongue and put it in a jar and it wouldn't die? It just grew and pulsated and gave birth to baby tongues? Pretty cool, huh? You guys know it? Russ has got to know it.
I definitely know. I want to hear the.
You guys will.
Audio.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Keith? Do you know it? Have an idea?
No, I can. I'm pretty sure I know the actor, but I want to hear it.
Okay, go ahead.
You ever see the Twilight Zone where the guy signed a contract and they cut out his tongue and they put it in a jar and it wouldn't die? It just grew and pulsated and gave birth to baby tongues? Pretty cool, huh?
Keith, do you know it?
It'd be excellent if I did.
It would be pretty excellent.
Be excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Wayne's World?
It is Wayne's World.
Let's go.
Who says it?
Garth? Dana Curry?
Correct.
There we
1992.
Oh.
So that was inspired by Tom Ryan. So thank you, Tom Ryan, for the movie suggestion. All right. This one, I think, might be the hardest of the 3, but I don't think it's that hard. But here we go. So I was sitting in my cubicle today, and I realized ever since I started working, every single day of my life has been worse than the day before it. So that means that every single day that you see me, that's on the worst day of my life. I think Keith knows it.
I'm like, what do you fall asleep back here?
I've been quoting this movie for a couple weeks with my work situation.
I could see that. I could see that. Yep. 1999. Russ, do you have any idea?
I don't know.
Okay. You want to play it?
All right.
So I was sitting in my cubicle today and I realized ever since I started working, every single day of my life has been worse than the day before it. So that means that every single day that you see me, that's on the worst day of my life.
I feel like I only have one guess, and I don't know if that would be right, but...
How about today? Is today the worst day of your life? Yes, it is. Wow, that's deep.
Is it Office Space?
What would you do if you had $1 million?
Nice.
He took my stapler. Took my stapler. That is, who is it? Do you know the guy's name?
Oh, no.
Peter.
Peter Gibbons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's the name
He's
of
a
the
real
actor?
straight shooter with
He's a-
management written all over him.
He's got all the flair.
Yeah,
He's
I got some
82
flair.
pieces of flair. What's his you know the actor's name?
No,
It's a hard one to remember. Ron Livingston.
I would never.
So
have
he was also in Swingers with Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn.
Nice.
He was the one playing when they were playing NHL 94.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So congratulations, you guys succeed with flying colors.
Woo! We did it.
Yay. All right, so we're doing something a little different this week. This week we're going to test David and Russ's knowledge of video games, toys, movies, cartoons, comic books. It's going to be a 10-question quiz with an epic tiebreaker if we do have a tie. And guys, this is really going to either give you bragging rights for the rest of the week or just, maybe haunt you all weekend. So let's get into it.
Pop quiz, hot shot. You win.
New segment.
Let's
New
go.
segment. All right,
We
so 10 questions.
We don't have buzzards, so we'll just have to shout
So
if we know it.
how are we doing this?
All right, so I'm going to
Just
ask
raise
the
our hand?
question. You have to
Okay.
wait.
For the
Patience.
question to end.
You have to wait for the question to end.
Okay.
First person to say their name gets to answer the question. If you get
Wait,
it
so
wrong,
I have to say my name?
say David.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be David Smee. It doesn't have to be Snacky Snack Time, Russ. Just say your name, and you get to answer the question. If you get it wrong, goes to the other guy, and they have a chance to steal.
Okay.
Either one of you get it,
All
no
right.
points
I
are
hope
awarded.
I hope Russ is on a delay.
If it is a tie, we'll go to a tiebreaker, which is going to be, like I said, a little bit harder question to break that tie. You guys want to play along at home, see if you guys can answer these questions right. We do end up with a winner. The winner can answer the tiebreaker question and go up against the audience to see if they can answer it when the winner maybe can't answer it. So that's what we're going to do it. Ready?
Cool. There we go.
Let's try this out.
All right. So I get to do it to you this time, David. The topic of this week.
Ooh, tables of
You
turn.
want to know the topic, guys? Do you want to know what it is? It's Zelda.
Okay.
The
So
entire Zelda franchise. All right.
Fail miserably.
All right. So question 1.
Ocarina of Time.
What year did the first Legend of Zelda game come to the NES?
David.
David, go ahead.
86.
That is right. 1 point for David.
We have sound
All right.
effects?
We have sound effects.
Let's go.
This is pretty good for us throwing this together right at the start of this episode.
Okay.
Question 2 is, which game introduced the parallel world concept of light world and a dark world?
David.
Russ.
David again.
Majora's Mask.
Russ.
Zelda: Link to the Past.
Yep, Russ gets the point.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
Number 3. Question number 3. What is the highest grossing game in the Zelda series?
David.
David, go ahead.
This
Breath
could be
of the
tricky.
Wild.
Yeah, it's Breath of the Wild, currently, I believe. All right, number 4. What Zelda game introduced the Master Sword?
Russ.
Russ, go ahead.
Ocarina of Time.
David. I'll take a guess. Because I feel like we just talked
We
about
did, and I knew it wasn't what I thought it was.
Was it A Link to the Past?
It was A Link to the Past.
Now wait a minute. Was that question 3?
This is question 4 now. So David, you have 3 points.
Okay.
Russ has 1 point.
Okay.
All right, question number 5. What item is commonly used to stun enemies temporarily?
Russ,
Russ, go ahead.
boomerang.
Yeah, that's a correct answer right there. Russ,
That's a
go
good one.
ahead.
That's a good
All
question.
right. That is, right? Like, just whip
Yeah.
it at them, and then they're like stunned.
Right.
Chew
Yeah.
around them. All right. Question 6 is, what game in the series features the mechanic called stamina wheel?
Russ,
Dave,
Russ, go ahead.
I think Russ had it.
Breath of the Wild.
Nope.
Oh, really?
I want to, David. I want to say I know this. I want to say, is it Ocarina?
Nope, it is not. It is Legend of Zelda: The Skyward Sword.
Oh, I was gonna say it's either
First
gonna be
one
that or
introduced.
Twilight Princess.
Okay.
Nope. All right,
All
question
right.
number
Well.
7. What you got, David? What you got?
Oh no. Go ahead. No.
No? Yeah, all right. Question 7. Which game was the first to be released on a handheld console? Which Zelda game?
Russ,
Go ahead, Russ.
it's Zelda Link's Awakening.
Russ gets the point there. Looks like we're all tied up.
How many more questions?
We're 10 questions. This is question number 8.
Okay.
In The Legend of Zelda for the NES, how can you damage the Dark Nuts?
Oh, David,
Go ahead, David.
you got to hit him from behind.
Or it's not a complete answer.
Uh-oh.
Not a complete answer. Say
You're right, but
again.
give me how do you damage the Dark Nuts? You hit him from behind and
With a sword.
I'll give it to you, but you can hit him from behind and you can also hit him from the side. You just can't hit him from front.
Yes.
We're gonna count
I
that
see.
one. David's gonna get that.
I see what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah. All
With
right.
a sword.
With
With a sword, with a boomerang. Number 9 in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. What is the name of Link's final smash?
Oh.
Forget it.
Oh,
Man, I wish I could have steal this point. I have no clue on this.
no,
That's a
no,
good one.
no answers, no guesses.
Link.
No. Rest any guesses?
It's not Link
Nope.
Smash.
Link Smash.
It is the Triforce Slash.
I was close enough. I said Smash.
All right, so David is ahead by 1 point.
Uh-oh.
Question number 10.
Let me clear my throat. Okay. Russ
All right.
loves that.
What is the first game in which Link transforms into an animal?
Russ,
Russ, go ahead.
Zelda Twilight Princess.
Oh, no!
David?
He transforms into. It's not Twilight Princess.
Yeah, so it's
An
I
animal.
don't even know another one.
You might know it if you really think about it.
Oh, okay. I think I
The
know where it's going
Majora's
next.
Mask?
No,
Oh, I was gonna say that too.
it is A Link to the Past. When you go to the Dark World, you don't
turn
have the
into-
orb.
Right.
Turn into the rabbit.
Oh,
right?
that's right.
Ooh, so David comes out with the win on our first pop quiz.
Well, that's
Shot.
very reassuring that I won't get blasted in the comments for that
right. All right. So our tiebreaker question, which again, David, you'll be able to play this against
one. Okay.
the audience here.
Okay.
So the question is, not including re-releases or remakes, how many mainline Nintendo's Legend of Zelda games feature Link in the title?
That feature the
The
name
word
Link in the
Link
title.
in the title. Yeah, the
And
word
is it
Link in the title.
all across
Not
all
re-releases.
consoles?
Yeah, across all consoles. Not re-releases. Sorry, and not
Okay.
remakes. Mainline Nintendo Legend of Zelda games
don't need to,
feature
like, a
the
piece
word
of paper.
Link in the title.
That's hard to do off the top of the
Okay,
head.
so wait a minute. Okay, so not including remakes.
Not including remakes. No.
Is it 3?
Nope, it is not 3. There's 4 of them. Legend of
How many
Zelda.
are-
So Zelda 2, Adventures of Link on the NES was the
Correct.
first one.
Yep. Mhm.
Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo was the second one.
Okay. I got another one. Yep.
Legend
I
of
already
Zelda:
know another
Link's
one.
Awakening on the Game
Yep.
Boy. That was not
Okay, can I say another one? I'll say
Yep.
another one. Link Between Worlds.
Yep, that is the fourth
on
one.
3DS.
Yes. So there's 4.
There's 4 of them. Yeah.
I
So
forgot about Link to the Link Both Worlds. I forgot. That's the one I forgot.
partial points. And
Hey,
David is the
man.
winner.
You know what?
For
You
our
know what?
very
3
first-
out of 4 gets you in baseball. That gets you into the Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Hall of
Those are some
Fame.
good
There
numbers.
is those bragging rights coming through already. And that'll be
Nice.
our very first pop quiz hot shot segment on the show.
Excellent. Yeah. Let us
That's
know
fun.
your thoughts for sure. I'll come up with some more sound effects so I have like winning ones, but I just did those very quick.
You got to do the Price is Right. Dun, 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 dun.
Like we literally came up with this at like the first 20 minutes before we started this podcast.
Yeah. I was like, let me do an
Just
intro.
that.
Okay. You get the key.
I will say that I think the best question that made you think was the when he turns into an animal.
Because I
That
was
is
almost going
the
to say
tricky one.
Majora's Mask because you're wearing mask and you turn into different creatures and stuff in that. But yeah.
But now does that well I know that wouldn't even count in the first place, but would that have counted because it's not an animal? That is
I
the
think
question.
who knows?
It just looked like an animal.
He
Well,
just
it wouldn't have
looked like
mattered
an
because it wasn't the first time anyways.
It's
That's
true.
right. There it is.
True.
Fair enough. Cool.
That's why I have question 10.
Love it. That was fun.
All right. Well, we're going to get into our main topic in just a moment. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to dive into video games you thought you enjoyed, but you did not. We'll be right back.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better with Mentos freshness. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
I hate machines. Sorry, Rosie.
Why don't we go to the new Sprint store at Radio Shack, George? They have Sprint's easy-to-use products.
And the know-how of Radio Shack.
They even showed Astro how to use his mobile phone.
They could even help you, Mr. J.
Astro has a mobile phone? Well, Rhonda. The new Sprint store at Radio Shack. You've got questions, we've got answers.
Hey, did you guys check out the weekly warpipe.com yet? It has all our latest videos in one spot. This week's Warp Pipe rental and contact info in case you want to call into the show. That's the weekly warpipe.com. All right, let's get back to the episode.
All right.
Mentos.
Right? I remember those being the
Mentos.
funnest commercials ever.
So many great commercials with that. I'll have to see if that ends up flagging something since it's such a iconic song. I might have to switch out the commercial.
Mentos.
Sweet. All right. Well, we each made a list of 5 games that maybe we thought we enjoyed or couldn't get into just playing them over and over again, essentially. Everyone's like, this is a staple game, maybe. And maybe the majority of the crowd's like, yes, this game. And you're like, not for me. Not for me. We'll see if we match on any of these. I'm curious on that. Why do you have a Mad Ball in your hand, Dave?
I don't know, because that's just what I do. I just, you know,
He's stressed.
I had
stressed
to
out.
go to Target and get my knockoff Mad Balls that are knocked off from Australian knockoffs. It's a
So it's a
pretty
knockoff of a knockoff.
it's a knockoff of a knockoff. It's pretty interesting, like the whole origin
It's a
story
kickoff. It's a
behind
field
it.
goal.
So I don't know. It's just here, you know, it bounces.
Stress
It's just,
bully.
it's just a fun thing. Whatever.
Anyways, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So games that I had originally got or had an idea to play that I thought was going to be awesome
Mm-hmm.
and was disappointed or just didn't like.
Okay.
So the first one on my list, and I wonder if this is on any of your guys' list. Now, as an adult, it's a good game. But when I was a kid, I was very, very disappointed. Zelda 2 Adventures of Link.
Okay.
Is that on anyone's list?
It didn't make my list, no.
Did not make your list.
If I did more than 5, it would be on my list.
Okay. I just feel that as kids, we were, you know, I don't remember which one came out first, Zelda 2 or Mario 2, but I do remember that. What was that?
Sorry.
What
This freaking fly is landing, and I thought I got him.
Mute your mic, man.
Did you just gem class towel whip a fly?
That's the only way you get. They're so fast. So I got the ShamWow ready. All right. I'll remind myself to hit mute next time.
So I just remember as a kid, you know, as kids we kind of we don't have any really expectations, or when we do have expectations, it's like how can they build off of the original, right? So
right.
to get that, first off, that top-down view where like Link is like microscopic as
On
opposed
the
to
the world map, right? Where you're
the
doing
world
that,
map, yeah, when you're moving around,
Just
and
like
then you go
pixel blocks.
right.
yeah, and then you go into the side scrolling. I didn't mind side scrolling,
Mm-hmm.
but the other thing too about it was I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was doing.
Very yeah, it could be like, I mean, without Nintendo Power or some direction to show you're just kind of wandering
Because
around.
Zelda
going
2
through the
didn't come with a
caves.
map either, right?
Yeah, I can't remember. I do have a complete box copy somewhere.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's in the manual, because the first one did come with a map.
It did, right. So you
So
kind of
you
had an
kinda had
idea
a
of
little bit.
direction of where to go.
Mhm.
But I just remember like the top down and then not really knowing what to do because there were so many more added elements.
Right.
From like you got your magic this time, you got, you know, all your spells and whatever, and then you know, powering up.
Yeah,
It
you
was
got your
it
like
was
an
basically
RPG.
more of an
Yeah.
RPG. So going into it, like you expected, like, oh, let's get the sword, let's get this item, let's get this item, let's kind of like the side scrolling was a cool addition, but then you're like talking to people as well, and you're just like, who am I supposed to talk to? Like, it was just so much more of a vast world that I don't think as kids we were prepared for.
Yeah.
So revisiting it at a later age and
Mhm.
having more of an understanding, you know, playing the later Zelda games and kind of getting a better feel for it, you go back to it and you're like, oh, this makes so much more sense now.
Yeah,
But as
yeah.
a kid, I was very disappointed in it. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any opinions of this?
I ended up using I played the game maybe 10 years ago and used like I watched a YouTube video of a walkthrough and played along with it, just so I could be like, experience like, this is where I need to go, and I'm doing the playing, and beat it that way. And I played it recently here and there, but I just can't remember off the top of the head these are the places I need to go. But
Yeah.
it's not terrible. It's just quite
Right.
different from the
Right.
first. You're like, I played the first one so much, and you're like, this goes a different path, and you're like, all right. But again, if it never did that, maybe Link to the Past or other games in the future wouldn't have magic and upgrades and stuff like that.
Right. How about you, Keith? You said this might be on your list if you had a little more than 5.
No, growing up, I never played the original one. I had older cousins that had played the original one and absolutely loved it. So I got like this side hype from it from listening to them talk about it. So I actually got this one for Christmas when it first came out and played it for like 2 weeks, and immediately those same cousins were like, we have to play it, we have to play it. So I lent it to them and they played it. And I remember their disappointment and them being like, it was such a change that when I got it back, I was still excited because I had that memory of it. So I have this like different nostalgia for it where it's got that's not for the game at all. It's for the memory with those cousins. So I wouldn't say I was disappointed when I first played it. It's definitely a departure from the original. It's definitely very difficult. I have beat it, but it was crazy hard. I wish I would have, even when I did it as an adult, I wish I would have known, like, not pick up the heart containers or whatever until you're like ready to make that last run, because you just get them and then you lose them and they're gone, right? So it was a rough go. I had a blister on my thumb after I beat like the first part of the ending, and then I had to do the next part of the ending. I was like, no, and then it gave me my full health back or whatever. I was like, oh, thank goodness, and then I was able to complete it. But it took like 3 days straight at that last level to beat it. So
one thing I thought was always interesting is the game starts you at Zelda. Like, I always thought that was like, wow, why are we starting at Zelda? That's kind of odd. Like, she's sleeping in this, like, she's like, Snow White, just laying there. And then you're like, okay, well, why are you leaving her? Why aren't you trying to just break in and get her then?
I don't know. Find the cure. I don't know. The Waker.
So anyway.
All right.
That was on my list. Who's up?
Who's up?
Ross, go ahead.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Blaster Master on the NES.
Wow.
Great music. Pretty fun gameplay. Definitely NES hard. Like, a lot of exploring to do in that game. You can get out of your vehicle and explore, and there's so many different areas to go to and certain upgrades you need to get. I never got very far in that game at all, and I was super excited when they did the remake of it because it added a better map system and saves and all that. So I completed it on there and had a great time with that version of the game. And they released 2 others since that as a trilogy. But that original Blaster Master on NES, I'm like, I just can't do it. Can't get into it. I love the music. I'll pop it on for a few minutes and play that first area. And I was like, all right, I have my fix for it.
But now, when you heard about that game, like, did you have higher expectations of it?
Yeah, I can't remember when I first played it or heard about it. And I do like that. So it's made by Sunsoft, who also made Fester's Quest. And I played a lot of Fester's Quest growing up, and they used the same boss battle screen.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
A lot of the same mechanics when you're out of, like, when you're in those dungeons or whatever.
Right, like that top down walking around.
Yeah, you get hit, you lose the weapon or whatever, right? And you're gonna have to try to level that weapon up to the point that you're shooting how you are, right? So
it's better than Fester's Quest, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they add Quest.
I mean, that's one of those, like, a lot of people hate, but I was like, I played a lot of I'm gonna definitely live stream that for my Halloween games for sure. Maybe beat that one. But with Blaster Master, it was cool. You get the driving scenes, you can get out, you got the dungeon scenes, and the boss battle is totally different. So they had a lot going for it. Music's fantastic. Like, it should be top 10 game for sure. Like, awesome, but it's just very difficult.
But I do feel like it's still a staple NES game.
It is. Yep.
Yep.
My opinion.
Fair enough.
Doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, that's gonna be the new thing now.
I gotta get more sound effects. I wish I could add them on my Stream Deck.
Go ahead, Keith. What do you got?
All right. Well, if we haven't been super controversial yet, we might as well get there now. Super Mario Brothers 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A lot of sequels on this list here.
Right. I was hyped when it came out. I was so excited. I remember going in and I think we rented it first time I ever played it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember putting it in and being like, what is going on here? Like, oh, I could play as Luigi, who's my favorite character. It's like, what? What is going on? Like, I could play as Princess and she floats, and I could play as Toad, and the enemies all felt different. The game felt different. I was like, as a kid, not knowing any of like that it's Doki Doki Panic Rescanned or anything like that.
Right.
As a kid, going from being a Mario kid, we've talked about this before, into that one, I was just lost. I didn't know what they were doing or why they were doing it. And I mean, we got so many amazing things from it, and it is genuinely a great game. If it wasn't for that, who knows what would have happened with the Super Mario games. But at the time, I was just disappointed. That's about it.
I'm
I
gonna
feel like
disagree with you.
Yeah, like when I
I
got
know.
the game, I was just like, okay, this is it. This is Mario. Like, I guess I didn't need to have it to be similar to Mario 1. I thought the box art looked really neat, like the art design and the graphics overall looked a lot better than what
Oh,
Mario 1
absolutely.
was. So I was like, oh, okay, we're getting, something different on there. And I was like, okay, you can't kill the enemies by jumping on them. But yeah, I have different opinion for sure. I mean, that's why we're here discussing this. I thoroughly enjoyed it growing up.
I think the difference too between like that and like a Zelda 2 is I feel like Super Mario Brothers 2 really upped the look and graphics. Zelda 2 seemed to got worse.
Yeah.
Right? I have a very great, I mean, we've shared it before on the podcast, my memory of getting Zelda 2, or I'm sorry, Mario 2
Mario 2, yeah.
on launch day. But I'm with Russ where it's like, well, I don't think we like there are elements of the game that were disappointing for sure. Like I missed getting coins the regular way. Just like jumping and grabbing them instead of having to go into like the like upside down area. Like I'll just for lack of better words.
Yeah.
But then
the light world, the dark world. Yeah.
Right. And
Who did it first?
exactly.
Who did it better?
And then also like instead of the coins, you got cherries, which then would unlock your star, which was also a little weird too. Not having Goombas in it.
Right.
Not having
Gardening.
Koopa Troopas.
Pulling up radishes and
all the gardening you had to do.
But I don't think I feel like maybe as kids we were just so amped about like the upgrade in the graphics that you're like you kind of accepted that, hey, this is like because realistically like we didn't really have anything else to go off of.
We didn't have much, right? Like we
No.
had the side scrolling that was the very first Mario game, which let's be honest, they dialed that in. Like it was very well done. Yeah, graphics weren't the greatest. Like it's a lot of our first experience with a side scrolling type of game. And then they went, like I said, to that. I think it's the things that you mentioned that really threw me back then. Was the cherries, no coins, except for like you
No
said,
mushrooms. You got to get the
no
potion.
mushrooms. I'm not, like again, I'm picking I'm picking them up and throwing them. I'm picking fruit and vegetables and throwing them at guys. I wasn't jumping on enemies. I wasn't doing the things I was used to doing in the first one. I think that's what really threw me because I played so much Super Mario Brothers. Like I had Duck Hunt, and maybe one more game before I rented Super Mario Brothers 2. We didn't have a lot of games back then. Like that's really what got me. And just at the time, I wanted to love it. I was so excited, and it just again knowing now that what it is and that it is a great game. But back then, I was just so thrown.
Well, let me ask you a question real quick. Would if the Lost Levels was released in the US,
No, it would have ruined everything.
would it have ruined Mario more for you than Mario 2? Like, which one would you say you dislike more?
The Lost Levels are just the same of more of the same and just difficult. I think that would have been. I don't
Well,
know.
there was weather elements as well in it.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like a bit of a cop out to
Like a
just have kind of
DLC,
this-
right, for the
Yeah,
first one.
yeah, exactly.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what I think it
yes.
felt like, right?
Yes,
Without having
yes.
that back then. So I don't know. Again, I'm glad they went the path they did. I'm happy
Yeah.
about it now, but in the moment at the time,
Hmm.
I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to.
I'm almost wondering though, like, and I think this is a valid question: is would Mario 3 have been Mario 3 without Mario 2?
Right.
Possibly
Would it be the
not,
same
right?
game?
So
Right.
I'm glad we have it. This isn't rather bogus. We're not deleting it forever, but I'm glad we have it. It's one that I wasn't a big fan of at the time.
Yes. Sweet.
David, what else you got?
My next one is I wanted so much to love this game, and I was so disappointed, and every single time I played it, I was like, I'm playing it, please let me like it. I just can't do it. WrestleMania on the NES. I was and still am a huge wrestling fan, and I was so excited to get Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy
Covered.
Savage, Andre
yeah.
the Giant, all in a game. And then to get what we did, you couldn't even pin the guy because you had to hit like 8 buttons at the same time to do it. And every character had a different combination.
Right.
Like
It's
it
a lot
told
of-
you, yeah. And so as a kid, I don't remember when the game came out, maybe like 88 or something. And I'm still disappointed in it. And I think it's also because the wrestling arcade games like WWF,
WrestleFest.
WrestleFest, Steel Cage Match, like those arcade games are so iconic. And then we got this Acclaim. Acclaim just took a dump on a cartridge and said, "Here you go." And charged you $60 to do it.
I feel like a bunch of the Nintendo wrestling games were like that, though, right?
They were.
Like, there's some
Well,
that
I
people have
mean,
fond memories of lots of them, but
yeah, WrestleMania was not a good one.
Mhm.
It was not. It was just left, right, up. It was. I don't know. I was just very disappointed. I'm not going to even spend a lot of time on it because it's not even worth talking about. It's
Not
you're
even
not even
worth
going to
it.
use the term wrestling. It's not even worth using that term, right?
It's not even worth it, man. It's not even worth it.
Fair
That's
enough.
it. That's it.
All right.
That's all I got to say about it.
I never played that one growing up, so I have no idea.
Have you played it now that you've acquired it for your collection?
I have not. It's on the list of games I'll
Okay.
have to play eventually. And,
Okay, good luck with that.
Good luck.
thanks for that.
And because you don't have a manual, good luck pinning a guy.
Oh, right? Just lose,
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah, it's awful. No rope breaks either. Come on. Never mind. Anyway, Russ, what do you got?
Super Nintendo. Moving on to. A lot of you guys probably enjoy this game. I don't know. Maybe I just got to go back to it. Contra: The Alien Wars.
That was
Oh.
almost on my list.
Great graphics, gameplay. They upped everything from the NES. Basically, what you want to do, but they also upped the difficulty, and it's pretty brutally hard. I don't know if you have a Konami code or if there's a code to get extra guys in that. I'm unsure, but without 2 players, it's pretty difficult to do alone, I will say. I played a bunch with my friend growing up and seen it and like seen a lot of bosses and was like, oh wow, like definitely blown away with them using mode 7 graphics and everything. But I'm like, it's something I don't go back to. I'm just going to use the original Contra. I'm going to go play that. And I'm like,
Some of the mode 7
Contra
they
3.
used in that one were just weird too, right? Like the top down stuff.
This top down stage, and it's like moving.
So, and the
like
controls
rotates.
were so goofy. Like, I don't know. I I would probably agree with you on that one because it was an upgraded version, but a departure from what I really wanted it to be.
Yeah, right.
Like the dogs in the background coming and taking me out in level 1. Like, come on now, get out of the way.
It's like, no thanks. But yeah, they made since better Contra games that I have gotten into, but couldn't get into that one. I don't know.
Mhm.
Go for it, Keith.
All right. Well, we've been yelled at before. We can get yelled at again, right? You know what it is, don't you, David?
Oh boy.
I know what it is.
Ocarina of Time. I want to love it. I understand what it did. I understand that it's the first like 3D Zelda.
It doesn't mean it has to be good.
I just can't. I wish. I want to love it. I want to love it so bad, but I
gotta
have
work
such a
out
hard
those
time with it.
kinks.
I've
You know how many people
tried.
just unsub to us?
And I feel bad. I genuinely feel
No,
bad
listen.
because
It's on my list.
Okay, so you got a match there.
Got a match.
matchy match. I just wish
Yep.
it was something that I love.
What's
And it happened, right?
what about it are you like, I hate? Like, is it too, you don't know where to go? You don't like certain mechanics? You
Yeah, I
There's
just,
think
you're
nothing
like,
there's nothing I hate about it. It's just maybe there is. I don't know. Like the
you hate
targeting.
using the N64 controller.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
Getting the camera behind me all the time, pressing the button to swing the camera, right? Walking, swinging it back.
Mm-hmm.
Like I understand. Maybe if I played it for long enough, I'd get used to it. I understand that it's. I just wish I could get into it. I've tried it so many times. Eventually, I want to play all the way through it. I've played through almost all the other Zelda games up to that, and I'm struggling, and I can't find the desire to keep trying.
Fair enough.
So,
I'll
I don't
say
know.
this, like, just starting the game off, it's like, how on earth do you even know where to go to get past that guy to get to the Deku tree?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
'Cause
like,
he
oh, I
tells
gotta
you, you need a
find.
sword and shield.
Yeah, you need a sword and
Yeah.
shield, but then you gotta afford it. Where are you getting all this money? You gotta go high.
You gotta cut
Find,
grass.
you gotta
Right?
find all these hidden
Grow
things and
chickens.
go. You gotta go behind things. Like like it does give you that element of like, oh, okay, now you gotta go to explore. But at a kid's like like I don't know, man. Like the attention span and not knowing where to go and having to figure that out, it
Wouldn't
just it
same thing
throws
in the
me off.
original Zelda, right? You got a pretty
Mm-hmm.
big world. You're like, you don't know where the first
Yeah, but you
dungeon
know
is.
what though? But you know what? Yeah, but in the first Zelda, you get the sword right away. You
Okay.
go
Oh
right
yeah,
into the
yeah, that
door,
is
you
true.
get
That
it.
is true.
You
I don't-
travel north and you're gonna hit level 1. It might be to the left or the right, but also you got the game, they gave you a map.
Okay.
You kind of knew where you were going.
I
This
don't
one
know.
just kind of like, here you go. First
Yeah.
ever 3D open world one. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
I just
Like
wish I
even
could make it far
explore.
enough into it where I enjoyed it. That's where
just
I'm at.
for just for argument's sake, let's just do a little comparison, and we won't get off on a tangent about this, but like, let's say like Breath of the Wild. Okay, you start in the chamber, you come up, you go out, you don't have a sword. You know, sure you can get a stick or whatever and do all that stuff, but at least it puts you on the path to get to the old man, and then the old man directs you head north or go wherever, and you got to unlock these things, and like it helps you kind of get around the world and doesn't let you veer off into like this open world. It doesn't even allow you to get there. This is like he tells you what to do, but then it's like everything's hidden. You got to find all the coins so you can get like at least there's a little bit of fun extra elements. And I see what they're doing with the first 3D game and all that stuff, but they should have threw you a bone and done something for you. Instead of like, if you got to get the sword, you literally can't you can't cut grass without the sword.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do those things. You can,
That's true.
all you have to do is go behind stuff. Like, and also what Keith was saying about the controls, the way you had to like, press buttons to get other controls and all that stuff. Like, it just, I don't think it was from the very start of the game. I don't think it was just like, it was a very pleasant experience.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult.
It doesn't hold your
to
hand at the
navigate.
beginning.
And back then we had nothing but time, right? As kids, teenagers, preteens, we had nothing but time. You had all
Right.
summer to figure it out. But now, our time is valuable, for lack of a better term. So for me to figure it out and spend 4 hours trying to figure out how and where to go and what to do can get a little frustrating, which is going to lead to some other games on this list. But,
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, what else you got, Dave? Or do you want to
Well, I'm
skip
gonna-
as a match?
Well, no, because I have a couple. So if we just cut it off on the end, then that's fine. Because the next one that I have, I did WrestleMania first. The second one is another wrestling game. I was a big fan and still am a very, very, very big fan of the toy line. And that's Muscle.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Oh.
They got a wrestling game too.
So I will say this, WrestleMania, although that is a very terrible game, is slightly better than Muscle.
Okay.
You had the toy line.
Mm-hmm.
You got these little guys. You could have done anything with it. I understand that they came out with a wrestling ring for the muscles.
Mm-hmm.
You could have done another game.
What do you
other
think,
than
like a platformer?
wrestling. It could have been a platform. They could have made it like a Monsters in My Pocket.
Right.
Same little toys, whatever. But even the gameplay is just awful. Like, they're just bouncing back and forth against the ropes. They're diving. There's not really any gameplay elements of this game at all. And to have a toy line into a video game is like the coolest thing, right? Monsters in My Pocket is a perfect example. Like, platformer, a much better game than Muscle. So,
yeah.
Muscle, it would be really cool if they make like a new Muscle game.
Yeah.
Like if they go back and like make some of these old toy lines as video games, besides Toxic Crusader, because Toxic Crusader is going to be coming out.
Right. Right.
You still got the
do a beat 'em up. Do a beat 'em up with Muscle.
It would be great. It would be super fun. I mean,
so many characters.
You can have wrestling elements for sure, because you do get, the toy line has the title belt. It has the wrestling ring. It is based on wrestlers and all that stuff. But like, I don't know. I just feel like they could have been so much more. There are actual, I don't know if you guys know this, but there are Muscle action figures as well.
Oh, okay. That are
So
bigger.
they do make action figures. So even if they went along the lines of like with the action figures, you could have done something far better than this wrestling game. So
Fair enough.
Muscle is on my list.
All right. I
Go
definitely
for it.
remember playing both of those growing up and just kind of like being whatever. So couldn't get into them. All right, we got another one on my list. We're jumping back to NES. I enjoyed the first one a bunch. The second, not so much. Talking about Wizards and Warriors 2, Iron Sword with Fabio on the cover.
Ooh.
If you remember that one. They changed, with each of the Wizards and Warriors series, they changed each game changed slightly a little bit. And I'm like, first one worked fine. It was a great one. They should have just left those elements in there. No need to improve on it. His like reach with the sword was like non-existent almost. It was like this little like almost he was
yeah.
What's that with the mask? I forgot what the fencing, right? He's just like where the cover you have this shirtless guy like barbarian, almost like Conan, and then you're like, well, what is this? He doesn't. He's in his knight's armor, like fully
with eyeballs, like just
with eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
He looks complete. Yeah, the first one, full mask. Like, okay, cool. And then he just gets worse looking with the
Like
sprites as you
scared
go.
eyeballs, like scared googly eyes, where you're like, oh, you're falling, and he's got this scared face the entire time I'm falling in armor.
Yeah. No, I'm like, I want to enjoy this game, and they even took it further to on the third one, adding a bunch of like RPG elements and this and that. And I was like, I have them all complete in box. Like I wanted to complete the series because I enjoyed the first one so much, but I just can't get into literally both of those there. So,
yeah, I would agree with you that it's definitely one that was hard to get into.
Yeah. I don't really have experience with this game, so you guys are on your own.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm going to go with a game in a series that I love. Still do, but not quite as much anymore. Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I had a hard time because it kind of went away from the open. It's with Lightning, I believe. The guy with the pink hair.
Okay.
I had a hard time. It felt too linear. Like it felt like I was on a path and I had to go forward. So like I was in a dungeon and I had to. This is the path you had to take. You didn't have enemies all the way, and then I got to a point where I'd taken this path, and like a tree fell behind me. I think it was a tree or something fell behind me, and I got to the point that there was a mini boss or something, and I wasn't leveled up enough. I hadn't done an additional save because everything was so linear that I was like, well, I'll just keep going. I'm doing pretty good. I'll keep moving. And I just couldn't get past that boss. And I remember being like just disappointed that I wasn't enjoying the game because it was so linear. There wasn't that open world Final Fantasy that I was used to. And then next thing you know, I'm trapped. I can't even go back and level up. I'm just gonna keep on doing this boss over and over and over again and dying.
Grind, yeah.
And I couldn't even grind and level up.
That was stuck. Yeah, so then you're like locked.
Stuck. Yeah. So I never finished. I never played it past that part. Never to this day finished it because I was like, I'm stuck that one time there. I don't really want to do it all over again.
Right. Yeah. It's way too many hours to
Final
sink in,
Fantasy 13 was one that I was really excited for and then got into it and was disappointed.
So I don't know anything about Final Fantasy games. I'm not an RPG guy. Can you just tell me what system is that on?
That one, I believe, was on the PlayStation 2 or 3.
I think 2, I want to say.
Okay.
But that's why I played it on was a PlayStation system. And I had such a hard time with it. And I love Final Fantasy games, but I'm all about the grind. I love going out in the world and just, walking in circles and, taking on enemies and just relaxing and watching my characters build up. And
so you love Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, I do love Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I have Breath of the Wild on one system, David, not 5.
Fair enough.
It came out on PS3 and Xbox 360.
Okay. Yeah, so I think it was PS3 I played it on.
Sure.
David?
All right. So because even though he chose Keith, because he chose Ocarina, I did have an additional one. So I'm going to mention, this is going to be I feel like an unpopular opinion because this goes down as one of the, I would say, favorable Mario games. And that's Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that one being a
I'm not a
controversial
fan.
one. Wow,
I'm not
Galaxy
a fan.
No?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
For the first reason is it was on the Wii, right?
Yes.
Don't like the nunchucks. Never liked the nunchucks. I would have rather a Mario game where I can use the controller as, like turn it sideways or whatever. Even what was the Mario game that came out on
New Super Mario Bros.
And even that one was okay because you got to play it sideways,
Yeah, it
and
was
then you
just regular.
turned it, but
Yeah.
you didn't have the okay.
Nunchuck.
The one thing that drives me crazy in that game, and it still drives me crazy on the 3D All-Stars,
Okay.
is aiming to get those
The
stars.
right.
Like, it's just so jittery and everywhere, and it's just like, I can't like, it gives me anxiety.
You could do 2 players, and player 2 can just get the stars.
Yes,
If you
but you
didn't
have
know.
to have someone to sit with you and play that, but I don't
Well,
have any friends that live in I don't have
that's
people in the house that are gonna
that's
play
perfect
that
for
with me.
Kylie.
I'll pass, I'm not gonna do that to her. She can play Shredder's Revenge all day. But yeah, dude, it was just like that whole, like, point in even on the 3D All-Stars, like I said, I went back to it, and I'm like, "Okay, now I can use a Pro Controller and play this game, so let me go back and see if I can actually enjoy this game." Same thing, it was so tedious trying, and this is just my experience, so tedious to, like, get the stars, and it just gave me, like, anxiety because of how, like, jittery the whole wand thing was. Dude, I couldn't get into it at all. Like, I wanted that is one game I legitimately heard so many good things about,
Mm.
wanted to play, really looking forward to it, and as I started playing, I was like, I can't do it. Just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
eh
that's your opinion for sure, or experience
yeah,
with
Never
it,
I mean,
yeah.
played.
what do you guys have any opinion on this?
Never played it.
You never
Okay.
played it? I played that and the sequel when it came out, played through both of them.
Yeah.
I played through both of them, but I have yet to go back to them, and I haven't played it on the All-Stars that came out on the Switch.
Okay.
So I don't know if that opinion would have changed. It was
Well, what's your
fun.
opinion on it first, for the first playthrough?
I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. Beat it, and like I said, I don't know. I have no desire to go back and play it again, but
I
I
really
enjoyed it
like
then.
the idea of it, I just
Okay.
did not like the gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, I like that one. I had gone back to Mario Sunshine,
Yeah.
and I still yet have to beat that game. And I feel like I'd probably have more fun with Mario Galaxy than Sunshine.
Interesting, I'm the opposite.
Nice.
Cool.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So
All right. I got on my list another NES game. A lot of people talk about be great for streaming for the spooky time, and that is Shadowgate on the NES.
Mm.
A lot of
Okay.
people talk about that game. Maybe it's just because I never played those point and click adventure style games on like a computer on a PC. So translating over to the NES, I'm like, I really don't know what to do with this game. I don't know. I'm not used to this type of gameplay of where you
Mhm.
have to like take the cursor and be like, open here, look here,
Right.
use this item. So I'd probably watch a playthrough of it and maybe experience it through that. It has some pretty neat like death scenes when you die in the game, and it has that creepy atmosphere for sure.
Mhm.
And a lot of people talk about it, but I don't know. I can't go back to that. And there's a few Uninvited is a another point and click adventure on
Yeah.
the NES. I just couldn't get into those. The artwork looks awesome and all that, but not for
Yeah.
me.
You're up, Keith.
So I guess I'm gonna go with Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not familiar with Elden Ring.
It's
It's
a
one that I
newer
wanted to
game, yeah.
like. It's like incredibly hard. People talk about like it being one that is like scary, difficult. All those games are always super hard. I got it. I picked it up. I was like, I'm gonna play this. This is gonna be awesome. And I started the game and I was like, oh, this is super cool. Look at the graphics. This looks so cool. And then I literally walked up to the first cluster of enemies and I was like, hey, I'm gonna battle these guys. And I died. And I was like, we'll try that again. And I died. And then I died. And then I died. And then I finally killed them in like the most cowardly way possible by like hiding continually and taking one at a time. And then I got down the next hallway and I died. I was like, "Oh, wow, this is," and I'm
Did
like,
you miss a level up somewhere, like, or
I don't know, like,
some
they're, like,
armor?
right there, like, 'cause I'm
Yeah.
like, I run up the hill, over the hill, through the woods, to
Mhm.
grandmother's house, I died.
Over and over
And
again.
I was just like, I don't know. I tried it a few times. I've heard everyone loves it. I should try it again.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was just that experience of just, I think I went both directions I could go
Right,
and I
and
died.
Mhm.
same outcome.
Right. It was just either I died like crazily by some giant minotaur that stomped on me
Yeah.
or centaur, or I died with a bunch of guards that were same size as me and just super good at killing me. Elden Ring, one that I wanted to love and just couldn't get into it.
Okay. So I think are we
Do
is this our
do you
5th
have
one
one?
right now?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you wanna see what, the other people had to say, the listeners, before we do our number
Sure.
1?
Whatever you wanna do. Yeah, that's fine.
We can do that because we got some comments on there. You guys
Go for
reached
it.
out.
What did you say? What did you say?
Springfield, let's hear from you.
All right, we got on our YouTube page, on our community post. Got a few comments on here. Purchase Splurge Thrifting. Colby, I can remember how excited I was to rent Ren and Stimpy on the Super Nintendo from our local small town video store called Mountain View Video. I had seen it hit the shelves a few weeks before. The box art and gameplay still looked fun, but the game was unavailable at the time, back when they likely only had a single copy to rent. When I went to the video rental store in the coming weeks, I was elated it was available. The time had come. Game time. I raced home to play it, only to my surprise that this game was like finding a turd in the punch bowl at a party. A true stinker. Everything about it was sloppy and just not well put together. This is back when you rented a game back in the day on a Friday. For better or worse, you were stuck with that thing all weekend. No way I could explain to the rents I had just rented a big steaming pile of dog feces. Epic fail. An- Another gem by THQ. Cheers, guys. Man, yeah, and I love Ren and Stimpy for sure. It's like, I wanted something more for that game. I haven't played it in a while, but I'll take your word for it.
I really enjoyed the Game Boy version. Space
Maybe
Cadets.
that one was better. Yeah, the Space Cadets.
Yeah.
Mike says, "Sorry, Dave. Breath of the Wild. Just couldn't get into it, and I love the Zelda series."
Okay. Well, you guys could take that. I'll take Ocarina.
Fair enough. We got River City Ransom. Superman 64 is
Mm.
probably an obvious choice for a lot of people. But when I was a kid, I really loved Batman and Batman Forever. When the game came out on SNES, I couldn't wait to play it. The game is absolutely abysmal. The controls are worse than surfing through a kidney stone, suffering through a kidney stone.
Mm-hmm.
They made the graphics and characters like whatever realistic stop motion thing they were trying out after Mortal Kombat had success. It didn't work. Everyone here is now dumber having played it. I award it no points, and may God have mercy on the developers' souls.
Little Billy Madison throwback.
Right.
Nice.
That's what that is. Yeah.
And then we have a few people on our Instagram page as well. Nintengrail says, "Wait, which of y'all didn't like Echoes of Wisdom?" Oh, because we had a picture of Echoes of Wisdom
I did have
on
Echoes
there.
of Wisdom up there. Yeah.
So let's see. He chimes back. If we're talking newer games, I really dislike my time with Breath of the Wild. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but did not feel like Zelda to me and many longtime fans. To start, the majority of the game story has already transpired before Link wakes up. The remaining story is pieced together through flashbacks you collect throughout the game. The open world, while vast, is largely empty and lifeless. Dungeons are simple and lacking in variety and theming compared to prior games. There are no real quest items, example, hookshot, spinner, deco leaf, etc. I could go on, and honestly, LOL. Also,
Well,
what
just
sucks. Last thing. Also, what sucks is this is likely the direction the series is taking after the success A Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, I think there's your problem right there. You see, there are no dungeons in the game. There are shrines.
Right, you're doing the shrines instead of doing the dungeons.
Right. I can see the argument. Sure.
I mean, I guess your dungeon is the beast that you
The
go
divine
in.
beast.
Yeah, would
Yes.
be kind of like your dungeon.
Yeah.
Steve says Final Fantasy VII. I've tried so many times to play it,
Ooh.
but JRPGs aren't my thing. Yeah, I figure that's a hot take. A lot of people, if you mention Final Fantasy,
Isn't that like the
7.
best one?
I mean,
7 is one that most people. It
Yeah.
was their path into Final Fantasy, right? When it came out
Right.
of PlayStation, it was a lot of people's first time ever playing a Final Fantasy game. So
Yeah.
maybe they did just do a remake of it, so maybe you'd be better off maybe trying that one because they kind of did a hybrid of, I think, the battle, right? It's not
yeah, they don't have it's not turn based anymore. It's that
it's not turn based, yeah.
action.
Oh,
based,
interesting. Okay.
So maybe you'd enjoy it now. I don't know.
Yeah.
And here's Ty. Ty's gaming. What's up? Also, shout out to Ty. He got his package. We sent him a nice gift. He's got a copy of MC Kids or Mick Kids and a great couple stickers from us. So
Saw that.
enjoy the copy. Good luck with setting up the new game room. He just moved, so excited to see what he does with the new game room. His comment says, I remember getting Ocarina of Time, and I really thought it would be a 5 out of 5, not a 3 out of 5. Oh, wait, never mind. It was a 5 out of 5. Real answer was Marvel Avengers for the PS4. Thought it was going to be great tie-in with the hype of the MCU at the time, but it was really disappointing.
Mm.
I didn't hear any hype. I heard the Guardians of the Galaxy game was really good. So maybe that's a better pickup than the Marvel's Avenger game. Not too happy. So those are what you guys were saying on games you couldn't get into. We do have one more each left from us to wrap it up. What do you believe?
Okay, so I still haven't finished it. I think Russ, I think you said you have finished this game. I can't really get into Echoes of Wisdom.
Ooh. You did put it on the list.
I did put it on my list because I
Wow,
feel
okay.
like it's
You did
I don't
mention
know,
it when I
man.
said I was playing it. I was like, I purchased it day one. I just
Yeah,
didn't
me
have
too.
time to play it. And then I was going on vacation and I said, now is the
Mhm.
time. Gonna be on an airplane, gonna have some downtime. So I was determined to beat the game while on vacation. So I had the time.
Now, I don't know if it was because I was really hoping because of the art style that they were gonna play like Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
But I think it was just like the constant like building and figuring out like how do you get on top of this mountain? How do you cross this little area? How do you like and then building all of I'll say the levels and the way you move through it and the map I do enjoy. The thing that kills it for me is the building with all of the echoes and trying to like, oh, I got to use this to fight another enemy. I got to like just give me a something to do it myself with. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like you got to use other enemies to kill other enemies and like you basically don't do it yourself and then it's a constant like switching out characters to or echoes to do it. I don't know, man. It seemed to get tedious for me pretty quickly.
Okay.
That's
I
just
assu-
yeah.
I assumed
And
you
I'm
didn't
bummed
play it,
out. I
Keith, or-
really wanted it.
no, I have not played it.
Okay.
I really wanted to. I
So-
really wanted to enjoy it, and I just it really bums me out because like it's a Zelda game
Mhm.
where you're playing as
That's
Zelda,
Zelda. Mhm.
and I have my daughter that who I would love to introduce it to as playing as a female lead.
Right.
But it's just too frustrating to like tedious movements of figuring it out. And then with that, it's not a very easy game when it comes to figuring out like, oh, which enemies are more powerful to throw at these enemies. And then you got the rotating, thing of getting which one you want and like creating your echo. I don't know, just I'm gonna go on and on about it, so I don't want to do that. So I really, really do wish I could have enjoyed that more.
Fair enough.
But what did you think? Because you did finish the game.
I was determined to finish it. I did have to look up a lot of how do you solve this puzzle, or like how do you get past this room quite frequently. So that was annoying. And like you said, like, oh, what enemy do I use here, or how do I traverse this puzzle? I get why they made it the way it was. Like, you do get Link, in for a short time you can turn into like an echo of Link and use a sword to fight enemies, so it made it a little bit more like that. But if it was just the Link's Awakening remaster, but just as Zelda and you're just fighting, I don't think it would have went over as well, because they're just like, oh, it's just a reskin and you're just doing the same thing but as Zelda. So they had to give her something different to separate it, and it was like, okay, it's definitely going to appeal to a certain crowd of people who really enjoyed it. And me watching the videos, I'm like, oh wow, like I didn't know you could do that. That's yeah, cool. Like I learned a lot watching other videos and even watching like speed runs of it and stuff, and had some appreciation towards that. But I mean, I don't see going back to it at all. I beat it. It's in the past. I'm like, cool, it's done. On to the next Zelda game.
Yeah. What do you got for the last one?
So I did go PlayStation. Mentioned a few PlayStations. I played this one a few times. I watched my friend play it more. I didn't get very far in it, and that'd be the original Metal Gear on PlayStation. Certainly a classic. Everyone's like, oh my God, like stealth and very cool, great story. Maybe I'm just not with the stealth. I'm more of a run and gun type of guy. It's got great cutscenes, hiding in a little cardboard box, like so many iconic things we got from that game for sure. But I myself couldn't get into it at all. The only Metal Gear game I played that I enjoyed was it was on the PS3, but it played more like a beat 'em up style game. If you could remember it, Metal Gear, it was like Metal Gear something. Like it had I can't remember the name of it. Maybe I could look it up there. But like, I was like, well, this is a lot easier than the stealth stuff. PS3. Let's see. I don't think I could find it offhand quick here. Here we go. Rising. Metal Gear Rising was the one I played. So couldn't get into the original one. Wasn't for me.
Okay. So that's our 5, right? Because Keith went first?
No, I think Keith has one more.
Keith has one more? Oh, I went first. Yeah.
Keith has one more.
Gears of War 5.
Is that the newest one? It just came out, or
no? It was
or
like
a new one's coming out now.
Came out, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It changed up a little bit. They saw some of the old characters. They brought in some new characters. I played it with friends. We were so excited to play it, and it just didn't feel quite the same to me. Maybe the Gears franchise was just hitting the end for me. I was starting to get powered out, so that one I had a really rough time with, and we tried to play multiplayer, and we were all excited for it, and it was just difficult. Not quite what we were ready for, and not quite what we were used to. But Gears of War 5 was really my last one. I was super excited when I bought it day one.
Yeah.
Just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to. I still enjoyed it, just not as much as I thought I was going to.
So are you
gonna
try to get the new one, right? The new one's coming out?
I don't think I will.
You're like, you did me wrong already.
Well, yeah, I think I'm a little maybe I'm just wore out of it, right? We played a ton of Gears 4.
Yeah.
And loved it. But 5 just changed it, and I wasn't quite the same for me. So that's my 5.
Perfect. Certainly. And yeah, you
guys, with Keith saying that,
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. Keith just made a valid point that I didn't even think about. Has a game come out where you guys were so disappointed that it turned you off completely to the entire series after that?
Right.
Like, I don't know.
That's a future topic right there.
There we go.
Think about it. Think about that until next week.
Tell us in the comments.
I love it. Nice. We did get one voicemail that we can get to if you guys do want to call into the show. 949-682-9277. That's 949-682-WARP is your number. Save it. Leave us a voicemail. Let's see what we got.
I keep dreaming about my dream phone.
It's for you. What's good, my weekly Warp Pipers? It's your buddy NES Addict Colin, and I hear that the topic is games we thought we liked that we didn't, or games we thought we would like that we didn't. Anyway, the one that comes to mind for me, and there's a twist at the end.
Okay.
I thought I would love Breath of the Wild, but it took. I just couldn't get into it. I didn't have enough time to play it. I'm the guy that's always complaining about not having enough time to do the things I needed to do. And Breath of the Wild was like, it just seemed so daunting. It literally took until my son turned 8 years old and he got into it for us to finally beat it, which I did enjoy it once I was able to get into it, but it took him and the motivation he gave me to play it. So the good news is I do like the game now, but for a long time I didn't. And it always boggled my mind, as many things do, with the great David Apuzzo, how this man has so much time to beat this game twice. I mean, maybe more. I don't even know, David. How many times have you beaten Breath of the Wild? Anyway, do yourself a favor and listen to Starship. Nothing's gonna stop us now. It's a great 80s song. All right, guys. Take care.
Sweet. Thanks for calling in, Jay, as always.
Do you know what movie that song is from?
No. Tell us.
That is the title track. Well, not title track, but that is the song that is in Mannequin.
Oh, okay.
With Kim Cattrall and Andrew. What's the guy's name? Andrew. The one from Weekend at Bernie's.
I don't know.
No idea.
Well, anyway, it's on the playlist. I just added it.
Perfect.
Spotify. Do yourself a favor.
Weekly
Do a search. You'll find the playlist. You can follow the playlist. It's a good playlist. He's curating quite the playlist right now.
Sweet. Awesome.
And to answer your question, Jay, I've done it twice. I've only done it twice.
We did it on each system.
Yeah.
Wii U
and now Switch. Maybe I'll go back and beat Tears of the Kingdom on Switch 2.
Just to even it out.
Yeah, we'll even it out.
Speaking of games, as a recap, if you want to join us in our Warp Pipe rental, we're going to be playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts this weekend on the Super Nintendo. If you have your original copy, play it there. It's also on the Switch online. And then we're going to be diving into next week. What's our topic, Dave?
Oh, man, next week is going to be awesome. We're going to talk about toys that we got from kids' meals and how awesome they were. And we're gonna pick them out. We're each gonna pick 5, hopefully, and it's gonna span all over fast food restaurants. So not just McDonald's Happy Meals. You got Wendy's, you got Burger King, you got Sonic, you got Taco Bell, whatever else. Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. had toys as well, which that just reminded me there's a great one that I'm gonna add. So
perfect.
Yes. So Happy Meals or kids' meal toys.
Perfect. So join us for that next week. We want to give a quick shout out to our channel members on YouTube who support us. We got Retroholic16, Bryce JW, Austin Mills, Fox Driven Retro, and the Wizard J. You can sign up for as little as $1 a month. We'll be doing live streams just for the channel members. You can interact with us. It's one live stream a month. And you could also give us suggestions on rentals in the future as well. And I'm finishing up. We're going to have cards for you guys for the Warp Pipe rental cards will be coming out. We're trying to finish those up. Just have to design them and laminate them and all that fun jazz. But appreciate you guys. Check us out on the weeklywarpipe.com. Has all our episodes up there. You can read some bios on us and check out our channels that we have going on. Like, Keith, what do you got going on?
Retro Cart Collector on YouTube, Retro Cart Collector on Instagram. New video every single Sunday. Hopefully we have something that comes out good for this weekend. Still got to work on that one, but check me out over on YouTube. David, where do they find you?
Oh, mine is on YouTube as well. You could search for Dave It's Me. You can also go to my website, daveitsme.com. Got a lot of vintage toy stuff. You can watch the videos from there. Just trying to get those watch hours up. New videos on Sundays. And now I guess Thursdays. So new videos on Thursdays as well. So Thursdays and Sundays, you got new content. How about you, Russ?
Got a few channels if you want to check me out. You can support me over at Russly, is my retro gaming channel. I usually do two or three videos a week on there and live streams as well. And you can check out the main channel, Russ Lyman. That's all my DIY stuff. I got a bunch of DIY projects on there, kind of related to retro gaming a little bit. So you can support me there as well. And what else we got? I think that's about it. All our shout outs there. If you guys do want to tune in next week, that'd be greatly appreciated. Appreciate you guys listening every week. If you are watching, feel free to leave a comment. If you're listening,
now, wait a minute. One thing we're forgetting about. We're forgetting about something.
I don't know.
Are we going live next week?
We could be going live.
I think we are going live next week to talk about these.
We've discussed it.
So if we go live, guys, the only way you can watch us live and interact with us,
right,
to become a channel member
on the YouTube.
If not, you got to wait till Saturday and you can't interact with us.
Live.
That's the way it is. That's life. Life happens. So
that's how it goes.
Letting you know.
Perfect. All right. Well, we thank you guys listening every week for jumping in the warp pipe with us. And we will see you on the next level.